Hi everybody, it's Sherryelle, and today we're going to do an amazing makeup tutorial focusing on mono and hooded lids. And afterwards we're going to do some airbrushing with Dinair Airbrush system. So let's get Erin ready for her new dating profile picture. Okay, we're going to start off with Tarte's Amazonian Clay in Rich Brown for a base on her lid. Now you always want to put a base on your lid to help with creasing. And the thing about a mono or a hooded lid is you want to make sure you lift that eye and get that color in there and bring it up. Some people like to do a smoky eye with mono lids, and some people like to make a definite crease in the lid. But for today we're going to do a smoky lid because it's all about with mono lids and hooded lids, you want to really accent that lash line. Okay. And you don't want to put any sparkle, anything that's going to sit in the crease line that's going to accent it. So this is just a nice, rich, matte brown. And you just want to work it all over the eyelid. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go into Loraak's Pro palette with Sigma's Blending E36 out of the Performance Eye collection. And we're just going to put a little bit of cream up here, right here in the corner, just to kind of highlight that area. Now this is a beautiful matte color that just blends beautifully. Just to highlight that area. We're going to take Real Techniques brow brush, and we're just going to put Sable from the Loraak Pro palette, and we're going to make that eye taut. And we're going to get that color right in that crease, right there. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to go and do the same to this side. We're going to take and we're going to pull the lid up. We're going to go down and we're going to create a beautiful lid up here. Right here, you just take the end right here and you just go up. Now remember, we're going to do our airbrushing last, doing the eyes first. Now, when you have mono or hooded lids, you want to bring this up. I know this looks a little harsh right now, but as soon as we blend this out, it's going to be gorgeous, and it's going to lift her eye. Now pull up on that eye, get in those creases, guys. Really important. Now I'm creating more of a lid. I'm doing a semi-smoky look, but I'm trying to create a lid at the same time. Now I'm going to take my Performance brush by Sigma in the Performance Eye collection, the E36, and I'm going to blend this out. Okay, and now we're going to use, out of Loraak Pro palette, the light cream, or the light pink, I'm sorry, here in the corner and right here on the lid, just to create the illusion that she has a nice big lid. Okay, now we're going to put a little down here to create the illusion of a nice big lid, and we're going to go right in the corner, and that's with Loraak's light pink out of the Pro palette. And we're using a MAC 219 pencil brush. Okay, now we're going to tightline Erin's eyes, because one thing about having mono lids and hooded lids is that you need to really focus on that lash line. And I'm using an amazing brush. No matter how she fights it, I can still control this eyeball and stick this right here and get it nice and tight. Look, she's fighting me, but guess what? I'm winning. I'm freaking winning. Yeah, I'm winning. Good. And see, what you do is you push them eyelashes up and you darken it under and you just feather it up. Amazing brush. This is out of the Performance collection by Sigma. This is a great brush. We're going to go under here with our Sigma Performance brush from the Performance collection. It is the E16. Okay, I'm going to use e.l.f.'s Clear Eyebrow and Eyelash Gel on her eyes, just to get them into place. Okay, Rita. Okay, now we're going to be using YBF's brow pencil and universal taupe. Anybody can wear this color. I'll leave the description down below where you can purchase any of this stuff if you would like. What I love about this is anybody can wear this color. And it looks natural. Okay, if you don't do anything in this whole world, at least do your eyebrows to shape your face if you're not going to wear makeup, because it really does make a difference. This Universal Taupe by YBF is one of my favorites. Anybody can wear this color. Okay, now we're going to go back in with the Rocks Cream out of the Pro Palette. We're going to take a Sigma E25. We're going to go ahead and close your eyes. And we're just going to go right up here and highlight. This is a beautiful, beautiful transition color. Look at that. I just love this. It smooths out any look without a bunch of makeup. It's so beautiful. It smooths out all those rough edges. Okay, let's put our cream from our Lorac Pro palette up here and just blend out these colors so that they all blend together perfectly. Get off any harsh edges that you might see. Okay. Now we're going to go in with Lorac's, We're going to blend out the Lorac with the Sigma Performance brush. The E36. I love this blending brush. We're just going to do those harsh edges on the corner just to blend it in. And we're going to do this side. I love how this works in creases. It's so beautiful and it's controlled. Okay, now we're going to go underneath the eye with Lorac Pro Palette's Taupe, and we're going to go ahead and look up, and we're going to use a MAC 266, and we're just going to place it in the corner, just like that, all the way across the eye, very, very lightly. Now remember, we're going to be airbrushing all the way around this, so it's really going to smooth everything out. Okay, now we're going to go on this side, and we're going to be using Taupe out of the Lorac Pro palette. We're going to go underneath to bring these colors together and make this look more natural. Okay, now we're going to use an E17 for the waterline out of the Performance Collection by Sigma. We're going to tightline, or maybe, sorry, we're going to go down into the waterline. We have enough to do this side. Okay, you want to make sure, because when you have a mono lid or a hooded lid, you want to make sure you get in that lash line with your mascara. So we're just going to go in here with L'Oreal's, and we're just going to hold it there and just pull up. Hold it there, just kind of rub it in there and pull it up, and it just feathers that area. You can see it without me even getting to the edges of her lashes, that it already looks way thicker.
Okay.
Oh, your eyelashes look nice and long now. What? Now, Erin is a naturalist, so we're going to keep her makeup looking pretty natural. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put a couple of drops of Moist and Dewy in our airbrush. Now we have it at 12 o'clock exactly, and you want to be about 6 inches away. So we're going to go ahead and just put this nicely on her skin. This is basically a primer for the skin. Can you feel that?
Mm.
I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I like it a little bit higher actually. Can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Gives it a nice, beautiful glow. Okay, now we're going to use Dinair's Light Golden Beige all over Erin's face. At about 6 inches away, we're going to go in a circular motion Now you can always layer this. Now you just, some people start at the forehead and starting from the sides, just so you guys can see how this works. Now, I like to do the concealing at the end. Now, if you have somebody who has lines like this, you want to pull this nice and taut underneath here so you can get in the lines. Up here on the forehead or wherever, pull this tight and go ahead and make sure you get in there nice and good. There you go. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Now remember to hold that face taut and get those lines nice and taut, about 6 inches away. Over here, nice line. Now remember with airbrushing, you want to go in layers. You want to look like you have no makeup on, and please don't forget the ears. Okay, now we're going to be using Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to shake out our Real Techniques contouring brush, and we're going to thin out Erin's face. We're just going to go right here and make a beautiful line just like that. We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, now we're going to take Ben Nye's powder in the buff, and we're going to take a pencil brush by Sonia Keshik, and we're just going to go underneath here just to kind of highlight that area, but make it look natural. And we're going to thin out her face. You see here where we have the contour? We can easily just go right here and give her a definition to really thin that face out. But she has contour under here. You just want to do it barely. Now we're going to take Coralista by Benefit, and we're going to be using a Real Techniques blush brush. And we're just going to go right in here, very barely. Because Erin likes her makeup very natural looking, but you still want her eyes to pop, and we want to thin out her face because her face is round, which a lot of us have to thin out our faces and bring it up a notch. This is what lifts the face, guys. We're going to do amazing before and after pictures so you can see the difference. I decided in the midst of everything I was going to use one of my favorite cream blushes by NYX called Tea Rose with my favorite cream blush stippling brush by Sonia Keshik. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brighten her cheeks up just a teeny weeny bit, not a lot. I'm going to set the color on with this, and then I'm going to buff it out with a Real Techniques contour brush. A clean one, mind you. Now I know I broke the rules a little bit different than what you would normally do, but what you want to do is when you lay down the cream blush, you want to make sure that you go in with your powder and just kind of set it. This looks absolutely gorgeous on Erin. What do you think about it, Erin?
Oh, I love it. It's just almost flawless looking.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay, now we're going to do the 32 Lip Palette by Coastal Scents. We're just going to take this mauve right here. It's really nice and light, and it goes with everything else. And we're just going to fill in the lips. Okay, go ahead and put your head down. There we go. Sorry. And that way we can even it up. Now we have Erin picture perfect and date ready.